What do you do when you're casting Warcraft 3, Todd? Do you look at the supply as well? Do you look at the heroes mostly?
Yeah, heroes are like super important as well, but obviously the soup never lies as well.
That's true.
Soup never lies.
Do you talk about upkeep a lot?
Yeah, it's also pretty important. Actually, that's the one way the soup can lie.
In the good old
What's cooler, having the, I guess the meridian time in your country, or being like, okay, we need a country code for each country for phone numbers, and being like, America, we're #1, so we'll take
First come, first serve, baby.
Oh no, yeah, 10 p.m. at the latest, you go to bed, and then you wake up really early. I think that's
that's what a lot of successful people do.
Yeah.
But why? Like, time's the same all the time.
All right, Wardi, please do a fitness course and help.
Time's the same all the time. Wardi, 2022.
If you wake up at 11 a.m., you still have.
Now I see what you mean. If you have to sleep 8 hours, right? It doesn't really matter what time you go to bed at. But
Oh my God.
Yeah, it wasn't my best quote.
we need a book of quotes at some point at the end of your career, Wardi, with all the things you've said.
I'm gonna use this one all event, guys.
Time is what was it?
Time's the same all the time.
That's beautiful, man.
It's not like that time you wore 20 adepts into my Marines, is it, Lowko?
How many High Templars do you? Is that the second warping? Oh my God.
I like how this is still in your head, Wardi. I played against Wardi this one time on the ladder, and I played Protoss. Yeah. And I did an adept all in against Wardi, and it was so poorly timed that Wardi didn't think it was coming anymore. And then I won.
Well, you did an all-in against Wardi, and you did an all-in against me in the beta of Father of the Swarm.
Did I?
Yeah, did I?
Oh, wait.
Did I tell you this story, Wardi?
No?
What did I do?
You don't remember?
Wait, what was it?
Oh my God. It was Heart of the Swarm beta. I get into a game, I'm like, all right, we're going to try the new units, everything is going to be amazing. And then suddenly I hear your base is under attack. And I look over and Lowko has Mass Roachbane Ravager all in me. And just like, kills me out of the game. Then I flamed him.
You did?
Yeah, of course. What the hell, man? You're all in me on the beta.
You have a fly.
I have a fly, yeah, I know.
I really wanted to...
you can smash it, you can slap me, that's fine.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's get it off. I'm going to get it, just...
We heard the smack.
That was actually on my face, guys, for anyone watching. Wardi just smacked me live on stream.
The cameras weren't on.
Lowko fans, assemble.
I feel like I'm the only one, though. When I wake up, my Battle.net friends list is completely empty.
Yeah.
Maybe there's Kaldor or something, but that's about it.
And you still post photos of how there's not heavy enough weights at the gym or something?
That is a tweet.
Did you think I forgot about
a
this?
long time ago.
Long
Can't believe you brought this up. I haven't heard anything about co-op yet, Todd.
Oh yeah, the poster boy.
Todd used to call me the poster boy of co-op, but there hasn't been a lot of co-op content lately.
Yeah.
Guys, double cloak Banshee. How many kills do you think you're gonna get?
3. God damn it. I was convinced about 3. He's become RiskyZ. So it's like risky.
It's RiskyZ. You guys are from the UK, right?
RiskyZ. It's meant to more be like RiskyZ because... Well, because
it's a bit of a stretch.
He thinks he's going to... Well, I said spell it with an E. And then he went with a Y, so I'm not completely convinced about it, but he tried to introduce it. Yeah.
You said spell it with an E? Like risky?
Not with a Y. He was asking for a name idea. So I just call yourself RiskyZ.
Yeah.
But like then he put a Y instead of an E. And now it just looks terrible.
Oh, because with the E it was a great idea.
Yeah, it seemed great at the time. Yeah. Someone made 4 oracles. So this
is day number 1 too, so I don't know what Wardi was up to there. But
we called it the Fouracle, obviously, as you do, and then we made oracle jokes for the next 35 minutes. It was terrible.
And they did good, the oracles? Or?
Yeah, they did quite well.
It didn't really matter.
They made 4 oracles, and then he went for more oracles, and one of them looked kind of adoracles or something like I don't know.
It was very cute, so it was an adoracle.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a lot of queens, guys.
So, my Twitch chat's been giving me new ones to use this HomeStory Cup.
Ooh.
Just need to see some.
There are oracles in this game. There's 2 of them.
Yeah, 2's not a lot, though, is it?
Okay, sorry. Didn't know you were going to judge us for it. Can't believe I embarrassingly brought up only 2 of those oracles.
Only 2. 2's very boring. That might make you snorkel.
What's risky?
Hey.
Oh my god. Well, what's RiskyZ's best and worst matchup, do you know?
Best and worst matchup? You know, I'm going to be brutally honest. I don't think he's going to mind me saying. I don't think he has one because he play a lot.
You know, sometimes I feel like StarCraft should become a little bit more like wrestling. You know, like ShoWTime now should take his headphones off and be like, "Yeah, you wanted to play aggro with me, boy?" Just like baiting a little bit.
Well, we've got the cameras up.
Well,
that'd be kind of sick, man. If he actually gets
why we've got the wall.
What's up?
That's why we've got the wall in the middle of them, right? Just in case they get aggressive. You know.
Just waves to him. He's like, "No, no, no."
The StarCraft guys are way too friendly for that.
You know what it is? World Team League's really good for this because they get paid for celebrations.
Really?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, but post game.
Yeah, post game, sure, but like.
I want stuff during the game, man.
You want during the game celebrations? Yeah. Okay.
What's your favorite English food or like British food? I feel like
favorite British food? It's the breakfast again in the airport because I'm leaving the country.
Oh, there you go. What's the breakfast though?
The full British,
English.
of course.
Full English is obviously pretty good.
Full English is great if you want to take a nap.
The thing is, I also quite like just a roast dinner with like mashed potato, veg, and gravy. But it's not fun and exciting. It's like kind of boring, but it's like hearty and like good.
Right.
That's the problem.
It'll keep you alive. Like that's the vibe.
Yeah. But the thing is, if you eat that every day, you get very bored.
There was a DreamHack Valencia where I arrived with all the Korean players, and I was like, "Let's go into the city. You know, we're gonna eat some nice foods." And I was super excited about the tapas. We get to the city center, and then we find a place where they have like pincho, and it's like bread with stuff on it, kind of like small tapas. And some of them, they were like not into it at all, and they were like, "No, we want to go elsewhere." I was like, "Oh my god, please, like no." And then we go elsewhere, and we find an Italian place. And I'm like, we just arrived in Spain and we're going to eat into an Italian place. Like, this is blasphemy, you know, to me. So we sit down, we order, and then it was Hero, like Liquid Zero at the time. He gets his pasta and he's like, he's not feeling it at all. He's like, this is basically, like, I can see on his face, he thinks it's terrible. So he's like, "Can I get some hot sauce, please?" I swear to you, like, he emptied half the bottle on his pasta. He wanted that thing spicy. Craziest sights, but yeah. That's the story of how I didn't get Spanish food upon landing in Spain.
You got Italian instead. Yeah, the Koreans definitely can handle their spicy food very well.
Yeah.
I've been playing games my whole life. I have no idea what I would be doing.
Yeah, that's hard to say, right? Because I base my life around the fact that I was doing...
Well, you actually got a degree. That's that helps.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know if I would use my degree apart from to like get a job. You know, be like, "Hey, I did a degree."
I think Lowko would be like a street thug and...
A street thug?
Sure. Wardi would be an accountant.
An accountant? Oh, that's so boring. I couldn't think of anything worse than that, actually.
I'm glad accountants exist, but...
Yeah,
oh, there you go. I'm glad you guys exist.
You're an observer, Njal.
I could never do that. It's a beautiful place. If you've never been to Krefeld, put it on your bucket list.
Honestly, worth coming just for HomeStory Cup. Nothing.
By far the most beautiful thing in this whole city that I've seen. It's actually, yeah, you walk around the city, it's all, you know, like when you open Photoshop and you like put the saturation slider down and everything becomes a little bit more grayed out. Yeah. That's basically what the whole city looks like, except for when you walk into, what is it, the Alter Linestrasse with like one glowing sign with the 10TV studio.
That's actually so true. Like,
everything's gray here.
Everything's just gray and worn down apart from Take Spa, yeah. All right, Krefeld, you guys wanted it in the bottom left in the red. It's Harstem. Oh, there you go. That's
I thought they were going to leave you hanging for a moment.
But after Spirit earlier.
Yeah. I love how there's always confusion about whether or not it's Geralt or Geralt or whatever. And then recently he started switching up the T and the D as well at the end of his nickname.
Well,
yeah, he's been doing that.
There's a reason for it too.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah, he says the StarCraft font, it looks unsexy to have the D.
Oh.
So that's why he's D everywhere, but in game it's got a T. He says it looks sexier. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the Protoss is not going to do so hot, you think?
I don't worry about the Protoss, man. They always, I mean, Protoss is a race that they always get hated, so they always get the like biggest nerfs and whatever. Protoss is not a problem.
Really?
They have the weakest player, so...
Aye.
Wow, game's on fire.
He's just firing shots left, right, and center today. I'm loving this. We need more game rants.
That's why I'm here.
All right, how about this map?
Finally, someone with the real talk.
How about this map, Gabe?
That's Terran favored.
It is?
Really?
Yeah. That's the second best map for Terran, I would say.
This one, Terran favorite.
I see Terran win here all the time. I'm even being serious here. I'm not even trolling at this point.
I mean, you get nice like 4-base setup as Terran for late game.
But then what?
And then fifth base is already.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fifth base is already not so easy. I think.
I never see Terran lose on this map.
Well, you haven't seen Lasers games then.
I've seen it. Yeah.
I mean, in general, this is. I mean, I can agree with Eleza. I mean, there's no bad Zerg map. Like every map is like good for Zerg. Like they can always play. It's at least always.
You just said it's a good map for Terran, though.
Well, when Terran says it's a good Terran map, it means yeah, maybe this map isn't like 45% in.
I like how you started that sentence. I
This
agree
map
with
is
Elaser. I'm thinking, did Elaser ever say that?
That's so sick.
This map is like. 50,
Like, yeah, I agree with Gabe. Battlecruisers are
52%
horrible.
for Terran. That's what Terran's called the Terran favor.
Oh my god. That's so good.
I mean, I think at this point, Gumiho was just playing for the content. He's making 4 commands and at the same time.
The Cyclone upgrade, even though he has 0 Cyclones.
He's doing it for the content.
I think he gets paid by System every minute the game goes, so
Smart.
trying to drag it out a little bit more. He's also doing like some style points here.
He's styling on him, yeah.
That's cool.
A little bit of a Hellbat drop on top of the Ravagers. Ravagers from the south, though, getting a much better trade, but look at it, Todd.
Oh, I'm looking.
You're looking at it.
It's Meg against Roach Ravager.
Go, drop.
He doesn't even get the mental victory against the Banshee.
This is the get out of my game Hellbat drop, and he does.
This was a rough series for Cham. I felt bad.
Yeah.
Serrral lost already twice to Harstem while Harstem was doing his YouTube challenge with Mass Phoenix.
Yeah.
And every time it happens, it's a great video for Harstem, and we always make fun of him at the event right after. The last time it happened was like 1 day before TSL. So at TSL, everybody came up to him and talked about it once. He must have been so annoyed.
Yeah, everybody were like, hey, sir, I watched the video. He knows what video it is.
Because in Italy, they train us to hit.
It sounds also scary for me to drive there.
Do you see that guy? Step on the gas. Is that what they do in Italy?
Oh, a cyclist. No, there's a general dislike for cyclists in Italy because the roads.
Because they drive on the road.
Yeah, because the roads are not made. You know, like no hate towards them, but you know what they do when they're like a bunch of friends? They start stacking up next to each other, so
Yes.
they completely, fill the road.
Bike lanes are actually pretty
training
open.
comes in handy.
That's what the gas pedal is made for.